everyone, it's Patsy again, and this time I will not answer any question. What I will do is I'll do my usual makeup, especially if I'm going out with friends. Typically, I only do this makeup if ever I'm going to high-end places like BGC, McKinley, so anywhere na you need to be extra bougie and sabihin na natin high-end. So if I'm just going out with friends, like typical places like Eastwood, definitely this is not the makeup look for it. But yeah, you can use this makeup look, well, pretty much wherever you want to go, and this is how I do it. So first things first, I have very oily skin. I just woke up and I will just get a flannel. This is from No Brand. Wet wipes. Sorry, flannel is ano ba siya? British. Okay, so I'll just remove the Morning Glory. Definitely, that's how I do it. So next is proceed with toner. I'm using Water Essence toner from Fairy Skin. I'll provide the Shopee link in the description box if you want to buy or purchase raw. This is so mild. I've used the rejuvenating set and it's really not for me. But for this one, it's so mild and yeah, perfect for aging skin like mine. For serum, I'm using their Blue Booster Serum. This is part of their mild kit, so if you want to just try it and not purchase the full size version, I'd recommend you getting the kit because it's cheaper compared to when you buy the whole thing. I mean the full size ones. So I have the mild kit version and the apologies, I don't have any contacts on, so I don't know if I'm looking at you. So this is the full size version. I still have some, and this is the mild kit one. So I can use it for 3 months. For the full version. For the mild kit, it's good for 1 month. Okay, so for foundation, I'm gonna use 2. I'm using the Revlon Color Stay 310. So this is darker than my skin tone. So I have here the Dermacol. This is in 208. And 208 is their lightest color, so definitely it's gonna be light. And the good thing is that since this is darker, I can mix and match with different foundation and adjust the consistency and the strength of the coverage. So as you guys know, Dermacol is one of the, I'd say, highest coverage foundation in the market. So, and Color Stay is more of the longer lasting foundation. So as you can see, I'll just put something here on the side of my face so that you will see how different they are. This is from Minnesota. This is just a setting spray, but I use this just to wet my sponge. So as you can see, it's lightly lighter. Definitely it is. But since it oxidizes, Dermacol oxidizes. That's the thing. So since it oxidizes, it's gonna look warmer later. It's going to look better in picture. So I'm gonna continue with this part. I only put it on the areas that I need it, especially on my whatchamacallit, my eye area. Well, I don't usually put foundation like everywhere, especially now that we are wearing masks. So yeah, we are wearing masks, and also I don't like cakey face. So most of the time I just put it on the center part of my face, and oh my gosh, excuse me. But for this area right here, I just let it be. There are times that I need it, especially if I needed to be photographed. But if I'm just doing it just for the sake of, you know, looking better than my usual self, then definitely I'll just put it on the areas that I need it. I'm not putting makeup to mask everything, that's the thing. I'm just putting it to enhance whatever it is that I have. So I need to check myself in the mirror because I'm using the webcam, and definitely it looks different. Oh, wow. Okay, now I will just, whatever is left on my sponge, I'll put it on my jaw area. But since this really oxidizes, it's gonna look different later. Okay. That's it. Yun na yun. After setting powder, I'm using 3W Clinic. This is my favorite setting powder ever. My sister loves this too, and we love makeup that stays put. Like nothing. I look like a geisha, I know, but yeah. And it stays put. Oh my gosh, I can't stress it enough. Do I look legit or what? Okay, so just let it sit, for it to look, I don't know, to bake it a bit. So next, okay, so next, I'll proceed with the blush. So this blush on, I made it. So I don't know what brand it could be, but the closest I could think of is NARS Orgasm, because it has gold flakes in it, or flecks, and it's warm, it's orangey, so something perfect for my skin too. So how are you guys? Interact in the comment section. Let me know where you're from, so that, my goodness, I look like someone who, I don't know if you guys experienced that too, but when I was in elementary and high school, we used to play the game wherein rock paper scissors, but then if you lose, you will put like a streak of powder on the forehead or wherever it is you wish, in the face. So it's crazy. It's a very nice, I don't know, walk down the memory lane. Stroll. Okay, so I'll just remove excess powder because I'm worried that I look different in person. Kasi it's not that light in person. Okay, so just remove excess powder, or in French it's poudre. I was obsessed with L'Oreal because of Michelle Phan, L'Oreal Lancome. So the names of products, especially for the Lancome brand, it's in French, like Tant Idole, something like that. So it's bougie. I haven't had like any high-end brand. Okay, so that's it for my face makeup. Oh, no, not face makeup, just for the blush. Okay, next is this. This is a This is a bronzer. Again, personal concoction. I don't know the brand. Kasi I tend to, like for example, I like this color, but then again, it doesn't match me. I tend to match it with different brand so that it would match me now. So I really can't like tell you which brand is which or what brand it is. Okay, so bronzer is basically just to make sure that, well, for me, it is used to warm the face. That's why it's bronzer, not. But for makeup artists, we use it to kind of remove the harsh line of foundation and blend it with your hairline. So that's really what it is. Because you can recede an area. Recede, it means you need to bring it backward. I don't know if I'm making sense. But because highlight is used to bring something forward, and contour is to bring something backward. So it's like that. But yeah, for bronzer, I use it for the perimeter of my face because that is where the harsh line is. So I put bronzer. Before I put it on the places of my face where I need to contour, and now that I know like the foundation of makeup and like how to do it correctly, definitely it made me change the way I do it. And the tips that I'm giving you is from a makeup artist perspective, because I am doing it professionally, and yeah, that's how it looks. That's why it looks better if a makeup artist does it, because we really don't go by the book. We use theories like foundation, like what color matches and something like that. So I know it's a crazy story, but yeah. So here is a contour palette. So as you can see, it's all matte, because contour needs to be matte, because you cannot recede an area if it has shimmer. So that's why we don't put bronzer, because most bronzers have shimmer, and we don't put it on areas that we wanted to sunken in. So I'm gonna use this. This is an angled brush. It's okay if it's not angled, definitely not. It's not important. As long as it's a slope brush or tapered, you can use that too. So, and for contour, I don't typically like follow other YouTube gurus, like just put it here, just do that and do it and put it there. No, it doesn't work that way. Everything is dependent on your face shape. So my face shape is piatos face, meaning it's like piatos, as you can see. So I have a very different approach. Next is contouring the nose. Contouring the nose. Gosh, this is a hard subject, because it really depends, like how tall your nose bridge is. Do you have a tall nose bridge, or do you have big alars like me? Do you have sunken forehead? So you really have to take into consideration a lot of things before you do the contour. That's the beauty of makeup. It's really not one size fits all, and definitely because some beauty gurus tend to like teach us whatever it is that looks good on them. That's a problem. So for me, the basic of contouring is you have to, because it really depends, because if you have narrow nose. Definitely, you don't have to do it my way because I have a very different structure. So I lightly, and I start with a lighter amount of product because it's easier to just put more instead of trying to blend it in. So it's very light, and again, it's matte. You cannot use contour color or contour powders with shimmer. It needs to be matte. Okay, now I'm gonna get this flat shader brush. A shader brush is usually for eyeshadow, but I'm gonna use it for contour because I have big A-lers, so I tend to like go over this part of my nose to really emphasize that I have a tall nose bridge. So that's how it is. It's really not one size fits all because this one will work good on me, but for others it's not gonna work good or it's not gonna look good. So if you are, like, for example, going to an event, I would suggest you to get a makeup artist because makeup artists know how to make you look beautiful. Not that I'm saying that you cannot do it yourself, but it really makes a huge impact if a makeup artist is doing your makeup. Next is highlighter. For highlighter, I use matte on this area right here because I have a taller nose bridge. So since I have that, it's okay if I just use matte on this area right here, and I'm gonna use shimmer on the tip because the tip, that is where like some of the height went down. I mean, it's only tall up in here, but here it's not, so I have to cheat by using highlighter. Well, we are going 30 minutes again for a makeup tutorial. Alright, now for the eyeshadow. I'm so sorry. I know my eyes can be terrifying, and whenever I do this, people are like legit terrified. Okay, so I'm using the Squad palette, and mainly these three. So I'm gonna put the middle shade. It's like a, I'd say, brick color, and I put it all over my nose. So this is a this is actually a blending brush. If you are familiar with the MAC brushes, this is the 1.7. This isn't MAC, but the similar brush is 2.7. So, ayan. It looks different na. You see? It means a lot. You can use primer, eyeshadow primer. I'm not gonna use mine because it's different to remove, or difficult to remove. But the one that I'm using is from Detail, Eyes on You. I got it on sale. I think it's only 40 pesos when I got it. Okay, there you go. Next, I'm gonna use the shader brush, and wait, before the shader brush pala, I will use this brick, kind of like copper color, and put it on my lid. Put it on your 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 lid. Put it on. I'm like, okay, so Want to hear a crazy story about BGC and McKinley, like the bougie places. This isn't an invento story, okay? This happened to be in real life. But whenever I go to those places, well, I work at BGC, and diba, definitely I'm at my usual self. Not like this. But that's when I knew, like, who my target audience are. Target audience meaning people that would turn their heads at you. And for me, I don't wear anything provocative. I'm not wearing makeup like this. But yeah. So there is this African American people. They are my I don't know how to say it, but they are the people who usually catcall me whenever I'm walking in the streets of BGC. That's why I have like trauma na whenever I see one, I'm a bit traumatized, and my sister was like, "Ooh." And then I would walk to the other side of the street usually, because I'm afraid na I might be catcalled. So that's how I wouldn't say traumatic, but parang ganun na nga. It's somehow traumatic for me. Those of you who love to meet up, like, just be yourself. Because for me, I really don't know why I arrived at that occasion. And I'm really not wearing like anything provocative, mind you. I look like my usual self. Like, there you go. Do I look like Lenny from Brenda? I look like her. Okay. Next, I'll do my eyeliner and mascara off screen because I don't want to poke my eye. I'm so sorry. I created my brows line. So, for lipstick, it really depends on your mood. Usually, if my eye makeup is this intense, I just use a lipstick like this. But if you're trying to be bougie, you're trying to be madame, then I'll use the Wonder Woman from Revlon. This is in wala siya color. I think this is Loss of Truth. I forgot. Red Hot 815. Okay, so that's it. This is how to look bougie in BGC. I'm gonna put on my glasses kasi I could see. I'm old. I'm like a librarian. Okay, too much story. For thumbnail. That's it. Thank you so much. Bye.